started out in business, it just seemed so overwhelming, all the different things I thought I had to learn and do. And honestly, it can turn you off even wanting to start. You end up in a cycle feeling bad, feeling lazy about not taking action in your business. So you go and take action, and then you just feel stressed about how much you've got to do, how much you've got to learn. And really, my mission is to help people get out of that cycle and start making the systems work for them. So having the tools to take control gives you a mindset switch. And that's really good for all areas of your life. You feel physically, mentally, spiritually better because you can align with who you are and what you want to achieve. It feels amazing, and you actually feel excited every day to start in your business. And so the foundation of successful systems is simplicity. And that can sometimes seem a little counterintuitive, especially if this side of the business feels overwhelming or feels complex. As humans, we're really good at taking something we find overwhelming and amplifying that. We find something complex and we add a million different layers and questions and considerations onto it until it's just too much for us to even think about, so we don't even want to start. And even now, I find myself doing it all the time. I find myself with 1,000 ideas in my mind, and then each one has 50 more ideas off the back, and it just spirals out of control. But it seems productive, and this is the dangerous thing, because all these ideas feel like you're getting something done. It feels productive, but actually you're never taking action. And so when I find that happening, I make sure just to ask myself some simple questions, is there an easier way to do this? Can this be done in one step rather than many? Often I find I've added too many steps to something which could have been done in one. And also, can I do this in the future? Can I maintain this? Because remember, you've got to be able to do it tomorrow and the next day and next year, and you've got to be able to do it on top of everything else you're doing. So a great practical way to keep systems simple is team. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and spend all your money employing people. Your systems can be your team. And I know it might sound a little crazy, but it's an effective way to help you get a clear handle and to focus on the different areas of your business. It's about changing your mindset so you can work more effectively. Thinking of the systems as team allows you to have more control over them. You are their boss. They do what you ask them. They are not in control of you, and it hands back the authority to you. Sometimes it can feel like systems are taking you over, and so this just hands that authority and switches it around. And it helps define the different areas so you know where things belong, you know what systems are doing what job, what systems belong where, and what systems contribute there. And so if you split it like this, you can be really clear on exactly how things are working and exactly what's working, what's not working within your business. So once we've identified the different teams within our business, it's quite likely that we'll find some systems and some processes that need work. It could be that they're too complicated. There's too many team members. It could be they need more support in that team. It's falling short and it's taking a lot of your time. Before jumping into building and designing new systems or updating existing ones, it's important to know one key question again: what outcome am I trying to achieve? If you can't answer that question, then it's really difficult for systems to be effective in a business if you don't know what the outcome of that is. And so this question, it's going to save you time. You'll be really clear on what you want to achieve, and you'll be able to progress with focus and achieve better results as a result of having that answered. And your outcome should be clear, simple, one sentence that describes exactly the results you need. And then with that outcome sorted, your planning for your system is so much easier. The easier planning is, the better. Often as entrepreneurs and business owners, we just want to jump right in. We want to get started, and that's great. But with systems and operations, before we jump in and take action, to create the system, it's important to be really clear on the steps that will make sure that what we do is effective. So we know what we're going to do first and second and third, all the way till we reach that outcome. And then we can be sure that what we create will do what we actually want. You know, rather than having 1,000 nice looking features, it looks great, it feels great, but it actually doesn't do what we wanted, and it can happen so easily. You know, we get stuck on features because we haven't planned effectively. And just take it a little bit at a time. Identify the first step and then write that down. And then with that first step written down, you can identify the second and the third and the fourth, all the way until you've achieved the outcome you want. Just one step at a time. It keeps it manageable that way. You know, before you know it, you have all the information you need. And then that system just creates itself. It's really easy to do because you have that step-by-step guide there, which you've written out for yourself. And so, 4 top tips for business system success: simplicity, team, outcome, and planning. And if you find yourself becoming overwhelmed by the systems and back end in your business, remember that you can stop. STOP, simplicity, team, outcome, and planning. And just take it one at a time, you know, take a moment, take a breath and start with step 1, simplicity. Is there an easier way that I can do this? Step 2, do I know what the different teams, the different areas in my business are? Step 3, do I know what outcome I'm trying to achieve? And step 4, do I know the steps that will get me there? And honestly, following these steps will just take the stress out of thinking about systems, and you'll create effective systems for your business.